Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to learn about the rational expressions. Before going to see the definition of rational expressions, let us all know about the rational numbers. Already we know that what is rational number. Now let us recall the rational numbers. What is the definition of rational number? How will you define the rational number? Already we know that any number that can be expressed in the form of p by q. Okay, so one number in the numerator, another number in the denominator. There are few conditions we need to know. Q not equal to 0, that means the denominator should not get 0. Already we know that any number divided by 0 means what is the value of that one? That is value is undefined. For example, 3 divided by 0, the denominator you have 0. What is the value of, what is the quotient of this one? So that is undefined, because 0 into which number if you multiply you can get to 3. 0 into which number if you multiply you can get to 3. There is any possible to get to 3. 0 into, already we know that 0 into any number if you multiply you can get again 0 only. Okay, but there is no possible to get to 3. So 0 into 1 if you multiply 0 only you can get 0, into 2 0, into 3 any number multiply with the 0 mean you can get 0 only. There is no possible to get the 3. So that value is undefined. That means you cannot define that value. So that's why we are saying the denominator if you have 0 mean that value is undefined. Okay, so that is the condition. The next one, p and q are integers. That means the numerator and the denominator should be taken from the integer, that is positive integer or negative integer. So some examples are here. Minus 3 divided by 7, that is in the p by q form or not? One number in the numerator, another number in the denominator. So here the negative integer, here the positive integer. Okay, so that is after the next one, 5 by 12. So these are the example for the rational numbers. Now we are going to see the rational expressions. So expression means, so number instead of, we are going to consider the polynomials. Okay, so now see the definition of rational expressions. An expression is called a rational expression if it can be written in the form of p of x divided by q of x. Already we know the rational number mean which form? P by q form. That we have considered the numbers. Okay, so but here the polynomials we are going to consider. So already we know that the polynomial usually we denote as p of x, q of x, or of x, like that only. Okay, so that's why we have mentioned p of x divided by q of x form. This like form if you have in that form you can call as a rational expression. There are few conditions where p of x and q of x are polynomials. Okay, p of x and then q of x. P of x one numerator one polynomial and the denominator another one polynomial. The condition is q of x not equal to 0. So that means the denominator polynomial should not get 0. That is the condition. A rational expression is the ratio of two polynomial. The ratio of two polynomial means the ratio of the polynomial p of x and then q of x. Okay, so there are few examples are here. These are the polynomial, the numerator one polynomial and the denominator another one polynomial, p of x divided by q of x, like that form if you have in that expression you can call it as rational expressions. So now see here the constant term, here the variable term. Okay, so that is in the p of x divided by q of x form. So this is a rational expression. The next one, 2y plus 1 divided by y square minus 4y plus 9. The next one, a divided by a plus 10. Okay, so these are the examples for the rational expressions. So this is the condition, q of x not equal to 0 and p of x and q of x are the polynomials. Okay, rational number only we have considered the integers, but here the expression, rational expression, so that in the numerator p of x and the denominator q of x we have considered the polynomial, and then denominator polynomial should not get 0. Okay, so now see the example 3.13. So the question is, reduce the rational expressions to its lowest form. Okay, you are going to change this expression as a lowest form. So the first question is x minus 3 divided by x square minus 9. So here some steps we are going to follow. The first one, here the numerator and the denominator, the two polynomials they have given. So first you have to factorize. If we can factorize that polynomial, first you have to factorize. Okay, so that's the first step. Next, after factorizing, you have to find out any common factor in the numerator and the denominator you have or not. Okay, if you have the common factor in the numerator and the denominator, then you can cancel it. So that's the second step. Okay, so the next one, the resulting expression, after you will get one answer, no, so that is in the lowest form. Okay, so now we are going to see the first question. See the solution. So the given thing, x minus 3 divided by x square minus 9. So this is a given thing. So afterwards, see here, x minus 3, again you have to write x minus 3 divided by x square minus 9. Okay. So afterwards, you are going to factorize. First step, first you have to factorize. The numerator you cannot factorize because that is the x minus 3, that is you cannot factorize. Okay. So same you have to write x minus 3 divided by, after see here, x square minus 9. So here you can factorize using the formula. See here x square, in between minus you have. So this also, the second thing also, second term also, if you make the square means you can use the formula. Which formula you can make it? A square minus b square formula you can apply. So you know that 9 instead of which number 2 times if you multiply you can get 9. 3 square, 1 square means 1, 2 square means 4, 3 square means 3 into 3, that is 9. So instead of 9 can you write 3 square? So now you have x square minus 3 square. Okay, so that means a square minus 3 square, a square minus b square, like that form you have. So can you apply the formula here? A value is what is it? X. B value is what is it? 3. Okay, so now see here, they are equal to the numerator you cannot factorize. So now you have to write x minus 3 divided by, so this instead of x square minus 3 square, like that you have. So that instead of what you can write, x plus 3 into x minus 3. That means a plus b into a minus b. This like form you have. Here a is equal to x and b is equal to 3. So right hand side part, this factorization you can write a plus b, that means x plus 3 into a minus b, that is x minus 3. So that you can write. Now see the next step what you can do. After factorizing, if you have the common factors in the numerator and the denominator, then you can cancel it. See here in the numerator x minus 3 you have, the denominator x minus 3 you have, same factors. So can you cancel it or not? Yes. After cancelling, what do you have got it? 1 divided by x plus 3. So hereafter you cannot change the lowest form. So this is the answer for that one. Okay. So now x minus 3 divided by x square minus 1. The answer is 1 divided by x plus 3. This is the lowest form. Okay. Now see the second question. Given x square minus 16 divided by x square plus 8x plus 16. Now write that question again. X square minus 16 divided by x square plus 8x plus 16 is equal to, the first step you are going to factorize. Okay, so you know that. Now see here x square minus this also, can you make the square or not? Yes. Is 16 instead of which two same number if you multiply 16? 1 square means 1 into 1, that is 1. 2 square means 4. 3 square means 9. 4 square only 16 it will come. 4 into 4, that is 16. Okay. So instead of 16 can you write 4 square? So the numerator first you have to write x square minus 4 square. After this also can you factorize? This is a quadratic equation. So how to factorize the quadratic equation? You know that. So product and sum. Okay. So first one, this and this one. Here coefficient of x square and the constant term. Okay, so 1 into the coefficient of x square is 1. 1 into 16, 16. That is the product. Okay, sum means the coefficient of x. So this is the sum. Sum, what is it? 8. Okay, so now see here, which two same number if you multiply you need to get 16. The same number if you add it means you have to get 8. Okay, so what are the numbers? 4 and 4. Now see here, this two numbers if you multiply means you can get 16. The same number if you add it means you can get 8. 4 4s are 16. 4 plus 4, that is 8. Okay, so these are the factors for this this quadratic equation. So now here the numerator x square minus 4 square you have. So x square minus 4 square, that is a square minus b square formula. Here a value is x, b value is 4. So a square minus b square formula, what is it? A plus b into a minus b. That means x plus 4 into x minus 4. So that is the numerator. The denominator, you have factorized the quadratic equation. What are the factors you have got it? 4 and 4 you have got it. What is the variable? X. Okay, so then you can write plus, both one is plus 4 only. So x plus 4 into x plus 4. Now, so the next one after factorization, you have to see any other common factor in the numerator and the denominator you have or not. Okay, so now see here one x plus 4 in the numerator and the denominator x plus 4 one thing you have. So can you cancel it or not? After you have cancelled, remaining thing, what is it? X minus 4 divided by x plus 4. This resulting expression in the lowest form. So that is the answer. Answer is equal to x square minus 16 divided by x square plus 8x plus 16 is equal to x minus 4 divided by x plus 4. Thank you.